Pull on three. 1, 2, 3.
He's moving. Keep going.
Almost there. Push it. All right, everyone. Pull on 3. 1, 2, 3. Heave.
Keep it coming.
Almost there. Keep straining.
Push hard.
Got it. Watch your footing there.
It's secure now. Good work.
In the vast whiteness of the Arctic, where the sea ice and the sky seem to merge, humans are forced to rely on the power of nature and ancient survival skills to survive. On today's journey, we will step onto the cold ice floes, following the footsteps of experienced hunters, to witness one of the harshest and most realistic survival activities, hunting and processing walruses in the White Arctic Sea. This is not just a simple hunting trip to find food. It is a journey of culture, tradition and experience passed down through generations of people who live on the sea and ice. Every step on the thick ice, every breath that exhales white smoke in the cold air, every time we observe the calm sea surface suddenly ripple, can be the decisive moment between success and failure, between fullness and hunger and cold in the long winter days. In this video, you will be able to follow the whole process, from preparing tools, equipment, moving by boat through the drift ice, to discovering walrus tracks, approaching carefully, choosing the right time to act, not a momentary excitement, but calm, precision, and respect for the prey, because every life here is extremely precious. And each hunt is a gift from nature. Then, we will witness how the hunters handle and divide each part of the walrus in an orderly, reasonable and experienced way. The meat is used as food reserves for the family and the community. The fat helps provide energy and withstand the harsh cold. The skin and some other parts can be used to make tools, utensils, even clothes. Here, almost nothing is wasted. Each section has a survival meaning, reflecting how people in the Arctic learn to live in harmony, making the most of what nature allows while still maintaining respect for the animals they hunt. You will feel the eerie silence of the icy sea, broken only by the howl. howling wind, the sound of waves crashing on the ice, the crunching footsteps on the snow, and the short, decisive exchanges between hunters. Behind these seemingly harsh scenes is a simple philosophy of life: to survive in one of the coldest and most difficult places on the planet. People must understand, respect and adapt to nature, not fight it. The journey to hunt walrus in the White Arctic Sea is not for the faint of heart. It is a place where the smallest mistake can cost a life. The ice can crack, the weather can change suddenly, and waves can come at any time. But it is in such a challenging environment that bravery, solidarity and ancient survival skills have the opportunity to be most clearly displayed. Every decision, every action is the result of experience accumulated through countless cold winters. This trip also gives us a very different perspective on the concept of hunting. In many places, hunting can be seen.
Ready, hike! Keep moving, stay warm!
As a hobby or a sport. But here, it is a story of survival. Each time we pull our prey out of the water, we feel a mixture of relief, gratitude and responsibility. Gratitude for having an additional source of precious food for the long snowy days. And responsibility for using it properly, not wasting even a small part. Next, we will go deeper into the stage of processing and dividing the spoils. No noise, no fanfare, everything happens calmly and methodically. Each hunter clearly understands what he needs to do, the person in charge of fixing the prey, the person handling each part, the person preparing the area for preservation. The movements are decisive but full of respect for the animal, like a silent ritual between humans and nature. You will see how they prepare meat to dry, freeze naturally, or store it in special compartments to preserve its quality for a long time. Not only stopping
Hold the line, steady now. I see it. Engage. Fire.
at the survival aspect. The video also reveals the everyday, intimate moments of the community here, the smiles of children when they see the hunting boats returning, the peace of mind in the eyes of adults, the few but understanding nods between hunters. That is when you realize, behind the seemingly cold scene of hunting and butchering, there is an invisible bond connecting an entire community, where each successful hunting trip is a shared joy for many families. We will also have moments of silence to contemplate the contrast between the majesty of Arctic nature and the smallness of humans, between the endless white of ice and snow and the warm colors of life inside the simple houses in the fishing village. As the night falls and the red-orange sun sinks behind the icy horizon, you will feel more clearly the feeling of loneliness, awe, and strange peace of this land. And as the story continues to unfold, we will witness another, more profound aspect, the
Wow, the colors in the ice are amazing.
Did you see the reading on the sonar just now?
Yes.
It dipped slightly near the reef.
We should check the coordinates again.
section between humans and the sea, between the past and the present. In every movement of the hunters, you can feel the shadow of their ancestors, the people who have gradually laid the foundation for this unique way of survival. The seemingly simple techniques contain a treasure trove of knowledge accumulated over many generations, where every mistake must be paid for with experience and sometimes even life. In the next part of the journey, we will follow the guide deeper into the ice sea, exploring areas that only veteran hunters dare to set foot. There, the water and ice blend into a picture that is both beautiful and dangerous. Giant icebergs like silently moving mountains, cracks suddenly appearing under the pure white snow, and moments so quiet that you can clearly hear your heart beating in your chest. This is a world where all senses must operate at their maximum, where the survival instinct is most strongly awakened. When the group of hunters finds a
Secure the fuel cans immediately. We're losing light. The engine is clear. I'm ready. Good. Everyone on the machines. Go ahead and start with the Arctic char right there.
All right, I'll use the curve blade.
favorable position. You will see the perfect coordination between them, no unnecessary words, no unnecessary actions. Everyone understands that just one wrong move, one careless loud sound, can make the prey dive deep into the endless cold sea and the hunting trip becomes meaningless. The concentration in every look, every breath, every gentle step on the ice makes the atmosphere suffocatingly suspenseful. Then the decisive moment comes, when the walrus appears. Strong but alert, you will feel the invisible struggle between hunter and prey. A confrontation not for victory, but for survival. This is not a staged or ostentatious hunting scene, but a daily reality in a land where the cold is biting and snowstorms can strike at any time. The spirit of respect for nature is clearly shown. They only hunt enough to feed the community, never exceeding their needs. As the journey enters its final stages, you will witness how the community receives the fruits of the trip. Joyful eyes, sparkling smiles behind thick headscarves, the hands of adults and children working together to arrange and preserve food. Winter in the Arctic is very long, and each successful hunt brings great assurance for the weeks, even months ahead. The video ends with beautiful images of the white sea as darkness falls, the deep black sky is dotted with sharp stars. The aurora gently curls like a blue-violet silk strip above. It is a moment that makes us realize that, no matter how harsh, the Arctic still has an irresistible beauty. A beauty that makes people both awe and long to explore. And then, as the story progresses, we begin to feel more clearly the typical rhythm of life of the Arctic community, a slow but persistent rhythm, where every breath seems to blend with the cold of the sea breeze. No one is in a hurry. No one wastes energy. Here, every action has a reason. Every decision carries the responsibility of the whole community, not just of an individual. You will see images of women in the village carefully preparing tools for drying, salting or storing meat. While children run around with excitement, they not only look forward to new foods but also eagerly observe traditional techniques that they will one day have to learn to continue the path of survival from the previous generation. That is how knowledge is preserved. not by books, but by the rhythm of daily life, by work and responsibilities that are naturally inherited. Meanwhile, the hunters continued to check their tools, cleaning their knives, checking their ropes, adjusting their spears, not to show off, but to prepare for the next trip. Because in the Arctic, winter waits for no one. Each successful hunt is only guaranteed for a certain period of time. And everyone knows that the next challenge is always right ahead. That is what creates their calmness, their characteristic caution. As the night gradually falls, the yellow lights in the small tents begin to light up, creating a